Okay.
Yeah, I do too.
Everybody's here. Welcome everybody to Planning and Development. It's Monday, October 28th, 2013. It is 7:15 and a half. And unfortunately, the committee chair, Alderman Nguyen, cannot be with us tonight, so I'm going to stand in for her. And first of all, we do have a quorum. The first item on the agenda is approval of the regular meeting minutes of October 14th. Is there a motion to approve?
Move approval. Second.
Any changes or corrections? Then all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the first item for consideration is P1. It's Resolution 59R13, designating the portion of Greenleaf Street between Florence Avenue and Dewey Avenue with the honorary street name sign Sam McKinley Jr. Way. The Citizens Advisory Committee on Public Place Names recommends approval of Resolution 59R13.
Move approval.
And is there a second?
Second.
Okay, and we have someone who wants to speak, and I don't know on what.
Now or
How about item P1?
P1?
Madam Chair, members of the committee, Alderman Peter Braithwaite, Second Ward. I'll be brief. I just wanted to take some time and speak briefly to this. Sam McKinley has been a longtime resident of the city of Evanston for many, many years. As some of you may know, his business is located in the Second Ward, although his impact to the community has been citywide. You may remember, I think maybe 2 years ago, when there was concern about shutting down the roller skating at Fleetwood because of the expense. Right. It was Sam McKinley who stepped up and made the donation to pay for the skates that allowed residents to enjoy that. More recently, he made a donation to Penny Park, and those are just the things that you hear about. His generosity, again, is citywide, and he's the type of person that doesn't look for the thank you. So I think that this opportunity for the street naming is in order, and so I would appreciate your consideration, and thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Alderman Braithwaite. Any other comments?
I have a question.
Yes.
Let me see. Do you have to be alive?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
do?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Or fortunately.
Or no, we like to
depends on how you look at it.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Don't take that the wrong way. Yes, you do.
Is
though. You
that
have to be alive.
Is that a new?
No.
Actually.
It is new.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No. And you have to be alive, and it shouldn't be a building or anything. But Alderman Fisk, are you still working on trying to come up with some other kind of
Yes.
designation?
Yeah, city staff was looking at that and
Right.
how we might recognize historical and other non-human contributors. Organizations and non. Yeah.
Madam Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that I
We miss
remember
Alderman Nguyen. I'm sorry.
at some point we had a rule that you actually had to be dead 5 years before you could either name a park or a street. I'm not sure which.
Maybe it's a park. But well, since I've been on the council, it's been only alive people that have been allowed. Now, I don't remember before that. I don't know about that.
What is the reasoning in not naming things after dead people? Because sometimes people die when you're not, you were thinking about naming a street after them and then they die and then you can't do it.
Right, that's right, that's right. We talked about this at Human Services.
For 2 years?
And Doug Gaynor came and explained to us what it meant and what we needed to do if we wanted to change it. So if we want to change it, we can take it up at Human Services. But I think we're moving ahead toward addressing that. Alderman Tandem, did you want to say
I think one of the downsides is that it only lasts for 10 years. So if someone
Right.
does pass away, you want a memorial that's going to be there
longer?
longer, 10 years.
And,
I think 10
actually,
years
that's
is too
not
long.
strictly enforced
Do you?
either.
Yep.
We already have a lot of streets named after dead people.
We do. Every Northwestern president is pretty much represented.
Well, we also have Custer, named after somebody who murdered a whole bunch of
Is it the
American
same
Indians.
Custer?
Yes, of course.
Oh.
And Richmond's March this, I'm just saying. Sherman. But Richmond was also, we have a whole bunch of streets named after people in wars.
But that's not the same Sherman, I think.
I bet it is.
Sheridan is not the same. Anyway, Human Services will take this up. We'll have a little
Yeah, could
history
you-
lesson. Where we're,
You have one
Yes,
of our
Joe.
preservationists.
So I move approval of the resolution.
yes, and is there a second?
I do.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies, you're in favor of this, I hope? I'm
Aye.
pushing the table, okay. Well, this is a fun meeting so far. Joe, did you want to?
I was just wondering, since I'm staff to Human Services, if you want to know on the, is it okay to bring it on in December?
No, you guys are working on it. You need
Somebody's
to,
working on it.
yeah.
'Cause the issue came
Yeah.
up with the 100th, wasn't it the 100th anniversary or something of Second Baptist Studio? I can't.
Yes,
I know
yes,
the
it was.
Students' Board, that's how I knew about it, because they had tried to do something, and it does, maybe needs to be revisited, that's all.
And we couldn't do it because they were not a person.
Part of it.
And they weren't dead. I mean, they
Well,
were.
the organization is still alive.
Two.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank
What
you.
about church and
For
state?
bringing this to us.
Uh-huh.
A good one.
Church and state.
All right, well, we're obviously confused, but staff is not, so staff will continue. And I think also there was a discussion going on with the Historical Society and of how we establish policy, so that will be moving forward. The second item for consideration is P2, which is ordinance 113-013, amending the zoning ordinance to allow commercial parking lots as special uses in the B3 district. Plan Commission and city staff recommend amending the zoning ordinance to allow commercial parking lots as special uses in the B3 district with front yard and street side yard landscaped setbacks. Since the only B3 district in the city is located on Howard Street, thank you, Alderman Rainey, and the proposed text amendment could increase the availability of parking in the Howard Street corridor and therefore encourage redevelopment and new business opportunities within the Howard Ridge TIF district, and that's for introduction. Is there a motion?
Move approval.
Move approval.
Okay, is there a
Second.
Okay. Alderman Rainey, would you like to speak?
Well, we will be in desperate need of parking as the various businesses open up, and this will be an opportunity not to have to go through all sorts of changes in order to, find a piece of property, use it as a parking lot, and go forward, so. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
And also, the neighborhood surrounding Howard Street is now an Evanston vehicle sticker-only parking district,
Uh-huh.
which, for those of us who live here, we can park wherever, but many visitors come who do not live here and do not have a sticker, so we're going to need something.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, all of those in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, any items for discussion? Wow,
Wow. We're out of
9
here.
minutes, we're doing really well.
Excellent.
I
Communications,
think that meeting was too long.
any communications at all?
No communication from
Okay,
staff.
is there a motion to adjourn?
Move adjournment.
Second.
Okay, we're adjourned, thank you all. City Council will start in 6 minutes.